If you follow me on Twitter, you will see that I'm not a PSG fan in the slightest. I hate everything they do. I hate everything about them. Yeah, obviously being a Lille fan as well. But after their latest exit in the Champions League and all this sort of discourse around Mbappe and Messi and Neymar and all these players that just don't seem to give a shit, I wanted to see, could I rebuild a Paris Saint-Germain team to be, one, better than they are, two, more French-based, and three, just more likeable. So I'm going to try and shift all the players out that I either don't like, have allegations against them, aren't French, replace them with good young players, build this team up and see how long it takes to be dominant and win the Champions League. Season 1 was all about just trying to get the tactic bedded down. Like we'll play through it, because you've got Neymar, Messi, all these guys. Get them in a good position to then move on and make some signings. We won the league, 102 points, 124 goals scored, 21 conceded, 2 defeats, banging. Great season. We are in the summer of season 2 2023 and I have been very busy. And I was going to call this Make PSG Great Again, but let's be honest, they've never been great. Let's go through the outgoings. Hakimi, 100 million, gone, prick. Neymar, off to Chelsea for 75 million. Renato Sanchez gone, Draxler, Vitinha for 46 to Madrid. Wijnaldum's gone, Kurzawa, Icardi, Abu Diallo, Watson, 308 million out. And I have spent, cool sum, of 407 million. Malo Gusto comes in from Chelsea, could go up to 75 million. Maybe a little bit too much, but I'm kind of assuming with these French players, guys like this who are decent, he's French, he's 20 years old, are going to cost me more than they would have if I got them. If I'd got Malo from when he was at Lyon, would probably cost me a lot less than this. Christopher Nkunku in for 56 million from Leipzig. Michael Olise in from Palace, 56 million. He is eligible to play for France. Don't start me. Yeah, he's English, but can play for France. Jean-Claude Todibo in from Nice, 40 million. Centre back, can play at right back, versatile, good player. 6'3", love Todibo. Now, in real life, this one probably wouldn't happen because I'm not sure Kingsley would want to come back. But Kingsley Coman in from Bayern Munich for 50 million. 27, still got the best years ahead of him. This is a huge one. Desiree Doué in from Rennes can go up to 80 million. Paying over the odds? Yes, he will go back on loan for a season to Rennes because he'll get more game time there. And I wanted that headline striker to play beside Kylian Mbappe. I'll show you the tactic in a second. And we have brought in Matthias Tell from Bayern Munich for around, was it just 40 million? I think there's a clause in there. 40 up to 60 million for an 18-year-old French forward. And nearly forgot, during the season, we agreed to bring in Eduardo Camavinga for 127 million from Real Madrid. It's funny money, this lot, isn't it? And this is what our formation looks like at the moment. Mbappe, Matthias Tell up front, and Nkunku behind. We've still got likes of Soler, Verratti, Nuno Mendes, but Camavinga into midfield. Still got Kimpembe and Marquinhos, but we've got Todibo on the bench. Coleman's going to play either as the SS or the DLF. Gusto still in there. And this man, Warren Zaire-Emery, if you've seen this channel, you'll know all about this guy. I want him to be the DLP eventually. I think we've got a much better team and it's going to be a lot of fun. And the plan is, if I can get a left back, Mendes will go, Marquinhos will go, we can get another centre back. Soler, looking at maybe can we get Tchouameni as well, or we can train Doué to play there. At this point, I think this team will get to at least 90% sort of French talent down the line. Just whether that's going to be good enough to win the Champions League or not. Let's go into season 2, let's see how we got on. It actually wasn't as good a season as you'd think. The points obviously drops because we go to 34 games now. Only lost 2, 34 games, 25 wins, lost 2 against Le Havre and Rennes, weird. Absolutely trounced the league. Mbappe, top scorer, 29 goals in the league, top average rating. Camavinga, third there. Donnarumma, who's one will definitely get gone at some point as well. 17 clean sheets. 42 goals for Mbappe overall, 24 for Tell, and Nkunku, 19 goals, 14 assists. Brilliant, he's definitely good enough. Kingsley Coman, 14 and 7. Camavinga, 12 assists. Verratti, 11 assists. Champions League though, we lost to Milan in the semi-finals. Lost 1-0 at the Parc des Princes, which it was 2-2 going into that. No one turned up, that's the problem. Nkunku on a 6.1, Mbappe on a 6.3, bad. For season 3, I've gone big again. I'm annoyed that it doesn't quite tick over, so they're still showing last season's. But William Saliba, 76 up front, 91 overall, comes in to be centre-back. Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool could go up to 100 million. I think we're paying 85 up front. Another centre-back. Then I couldn't get Tchouameni yet, so I've gone for Manu Kone from Gladbach to play in that midfield. Only cost me 29.5 million. We're getting closer to our sort of all French 11, Mbappe and Tel with Coman on the bench as well. And Nkunku, Kone can play there. Olise, obviously. Centre-backs, we've got Kimpembe, Saliba and Konate. They can all play centre-back. Gusto, right-back, I'm still not... he's not good enough. Nuno Mendes, I've not found a left-back yet to replace him. I'm not playing Camavinga there, fuck that. And Donnarumma will remain the goalkeeper for now. No big outs yet. It is 10th of June, long way to go. Let's see how we get on season 3. Shock, champions again, won by 18 points. 4 defeats this time. God, am I making this team worse? Maybe we're more likeable. We're not as good a team anymore. Lille at home, the only home one, 3-0, one of the boys. Mbappe, top scorer, 38 league goals. Mbappe, Matthias Tel and Mendes, all in the average ratings. Donnarumma, 17 clean sheets again. Scored 96 goals, only conceded 26. Mbappe with 69 goals. Nice. 16 assists. Tel with 23 and 18. And Nkunku, 17 and 22. Coman got 12. Saliba got 12. Soler with 14 assists. Mendes with 15 assists. I'm not sure we're going to get a left back as good as him to replace him. I don't think it's going to happen. I tried though. We got in Ferland Mendy. I needed a backup, so I went French. The big outgoings, Joan Bernat is gone. He went end of July. Pereira, Mukiele went for 25 million. And then a couple of nobodies. However, I've gone big again. Mike Maignan is coming in. For an initial 69 million, it could go to 133. I've got money to burn. Jules Koundé, who can play centre-back and right-back, in for 129 million. It's obscene. The amount of money you get given, you just throw it at players. We've still got 752k per week available in the wages. Because once Messi and sort of Neymar go, it's just silly money. We're still spending 4.5 million a week on wages, but they're giving us more. It's ridiculous. Champions League, we lost to Real Madrid. 4-3 in aggregate. We won 3-1 at the Bernabeu. 3-1 at the Parc des Princes. We turned up. Brilliant. Yeah, and then we won 3-1 at the Bernabeu the game. Wow, I don't know why I spot the Parc des Princes in, because it's our stadium. Then it shows us home. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, we lost 4-3 in aggregate is the main one. Slightly annoying. Is it Bayern Liverpool in the final? Yep, still to be played, because they'll come back 25th of May. So we go again. We're going to have a new goalkeeper. We're going to have a new left back. We're going to have players will be better again. Guys like Tel are only going to get better. And every time we don't win the Champions League, we go bigger. 150 million up front. Wesley Fofana comes in from Chelsea. He's still only 24 years old. It is only 2025. Ridiculous. We've got Fofana, Koundé, Saliba and Nuno Mendes. That defence is stacked. Donnarumma went for 65 million, got rid of him. Fabian gone for 40.5 and Carlos Soler to Inter Milan for 54 million. And to me, this is our best 11. Mbappe and Tel and Nkunku behind still. Doué, who's come on really well, can play a box-to-box fantastically. Zaire Emery, maybe he's the weak link possibly. Camavinga, left midfield, superb. Koundé can play the right back. Fofana, Saliba, then still got Nuno Mendes and Mike Maignan in goal. There's still one position, but there's just not a left back. And maybe we end with one out of 11. Would be fine. It'd be fine. We've still got Coman on the bench, Kone on the bench, Konate, Olise, Todibo, Ferland Mendy, Gusto. This team is ridiculous. Is this the year that we finally challenge for the Champions League? If we don't win it this year, I have agreed to sign Aurelien Tchouameni for 155 million. This does not stop. Champions of France once again, 81 points, 5 defeats this time. I think that's because I was really conscious Champions League of dropping players before the Champions League games to make sure they're rested. All away defeats Lille, Rennes, Nantes and Nice Leon. 95 goals. Mbappe 63 in all competitions, and Nkunku 27 and 14. Matthias Tell 25 goals and 25 assists. Amazing. Jules Koundé with 23 assists. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is the Champions League final against RB Leipzig. Where? In the Stade de France. Let's see how we got on. 44th minute. Fabio Vieira to Jasic, into Wirtz, who scores, and I thought, oh, here we go. Is this what it's going to be? But then, the man who we've had since the start, Kylian Mbappe, stuck with us, got the equaliser with 28 minutes to go, and it went to pens. Penalties. This was the worst. And it went, Mbappe scored, Zaire Emery stepping up, our homegrown, getting the goal. Magnan can't get his hand on a Leipzig one. Mikel Olise scores. It's not been used as much as maybe he would have liked. Wirtz tucks it away. Christopher Nkunku drills it bottom left. Mike just couldn't get close to any of these. Kimpembe with his left foot drills it. We're going all the way to sudden death. Simikin levels it up. Manu Kone scores. Right, my nerves here. And it was the last penalty. Østegård, 26-year-old Norwegian, missed the crucial penalty, and PSG lift the Champions League. We've done it. This is the team that started. Zaire Emery starting, Doué, Camavinga, Mensaliba, Fofana, Koundé, Magnan, Mbappe and Coman. We did it. Have I made this team nicer? I think that is a very likeable French team. And I mean, the French national team probably wouldn't be far off that. Guys like Upamecano might still be there, people like that. But this is a much more French-heavy team than what they have now. More likeable players like Nkunku, Doué, Camavinga, these guys. And we have won the Champions League. 2026 Champions League, it only took 4 seasons to make them the best team in Europe. We've won all the leagues, won a couple of Coupe de France's, but that is the main one. Getting that Champions League, we don't need too many in Season 5. It was there just in case. Didn't get a left back. If I got a left back, it would have maybe been even better. But that's sadly the way it goes. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed making PSG a good French team. I kind of had to just ignore the fact it was PSG. Guys, if you want to see me rebuild someone, let me know in the comments below. All suggestions are welcome. I'll really appreciate it. The comments, let me know what you think. Anyone that you think you would have signed, any sort of French players you think, should have got him. I think there was just the left back. The left back annoyed me. I like the formation. Formation works like that. Too many would have been ridiculous in this team with that on that right hand side. But there we go. We've made PSG good. We've made them the best team in Europe. We've made them really French based. Something you'll never see in real life. So guys, if you enjoyed this, my other rebuilds will be in the link there. Have a look. From me, Andrew. Until next time, bye for now.